that being said, I went back to my blog when the original iPad came out. The original iPad, and I just announced it on my blog. Hey, the iPad's coming out. This looks like it'll be a cool thing. I actually wrote down comments that were written on my blog about people who had never touched an iPad, never seen an iPad, never played with an iPad. All that happened was Apple announced the iPad. I'd like to give you a dramatic reading. I'd like to read these comments. Came across my blog.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Kelby.
Here we go. No, I don't have any of their names because I don't want to, go after anybody. But I'm going to read these, just a handful of names here, and this is exactly what their comments were. And I want you to keep this in mind for products like Perfect Layers, for Carousel, for Light It Magazine, for anything that's been out 30 seconds. You haven't tried it, but you're already assailing it. So here's what they said about the iPad, original iPad. I had only found one person who said they would get one. Everyone else I spoke to was rather unimpressed. I think Apple dropped the ball on this one. Next comment. I know far more people who aren't going to buy an iPad than those that are. It's a significant majority. Next one. Not one person I talked to said they would buy one. Next one. I feel bad for you, Scott, and really think you're getting something good here. This is a subpar excuse for what the iTablet should have been. Next, no one thinks I'm serious when I tell them I plan on getting one. They immediately throw in their 2 cents about how it doesn't do this or it doesn't do that. I feel like Apple just is flat out cheating people by selling them a very expensive machine that, in caps, could have easily been 10 times better with minimal effort on Apple's part, knowing full well that they can get away with giving it subpar hardware because of the hip, trendy appeal of their products. Here's another one. The iPad has none of the core systems implemented that would make it appeal to absolute-minded professionals of any industries, short of a small niche of media consumers. It's simply not a well-thought-out product. It's lacking key features that would make it useful and justify its price, and it's disappointing due to the potential it could have had. There was so much potential, Apple really dropped the ball there.
Yeah.
The next comment, I'm totally unimpressed by the iPad. Here's one. Way too much money for not enough stuff. How about this one? I love Scott's blog and what he has to say, and 100% respect him and his opinion. However, I disagree with him completely on this one. Can't wait for his iPad sucks post in April.
I remember that post.
I'd like to read this, though.
With a dramatic reading. I love Scott's blog, and I love what he has to say, and 100% respect for him and his opinion. However, I disagree with him completely on this one. I can't wait for his iPad sucks post in April. Spoken as Winston Churchill.
Okay, I feel that you are wrong in simply dismissing its serious flaws in exchange for some mystical, not-so-new way of experiencing the same content. How can you put no multitasking and lack of flash support in the same category as a built-in camera or memory card slot as if they were some unnecessary feature you could live without? A couple more. The iPad is Apple's latest scheme to oppress the masses. With their DRM and closed content, one app at a time, single file, unoriginal, overpriced, buttonless, hybrid, ebook, digital picture frame, and featureless netbook.
You know what I want to know? I want to know how many of these people own an iPad today.
They all own iPads. They all own iPads.
I would love to see that statistic.
This product is premature and will not hold a marketplace against netbooks. Wink. Stop laughing, everyone. Apple needs to get off their high horse and let Flash be installed on the iPhone and the iPad. Last one, I had bigger hopes for this device since it doesn't meet my expectations. I won't buy it. Let me read that last one again.
Throw it again, too. It kind of backfired on you.
I had bigger hopes for this device. Since it does not meet my expectations, I shall not buy it.
That's a better throw.